Hey, it's Geeky Panda here, right guys, another Panda Reactions. Now I'm going to be watching a video that someone made. It's called Ex-Bungie compared to 343 Industries. Now basically it is combining both the behind the scenes of Bungie Studios and 343 Industries of how they create their Halo games. And when I watched it beforehand, it was a clear almost night and day of ideas and input that both companies put into. And with this, I'm gonna start off a little bit into the video around 3 minutes 22 seconds, and then go from there because the whole video is almost 13 minutes long, and it's like, I'm gonna bore you guys if it goes for that long. So let's get right into the action here. So 3 minutes 22 seconds in 3, 2, and 1.
You can have all the great graphics and all the different characters and lots of different weapons with amazing effects, but if you don't nail that 30 seconds, you're not going to have a great game.
He's right. He is right.
Is all of the characters, weapons, and
oh man, I miss fucking Halo 3 back in the day. That was so much fun.
Damage and AI, the player control.
Multiplayer was so intense back then.
The art direction specifically for Halo 4 isn't about creating an emotional tone for Halo 4, it's about creating an emotional tone for every single moment and experience that the player needs to understand.
This is gorgeous, but this is an absolutely awful space to fight bad guys in.
Time to drop everything and recraft this.
This space needs to be fun before it's pretty.
Amen to that.
Own feeling, and you don't just get that sense of, oh, I'm going from room to room and just killing more guys.
We tried coming up with this perfect mix of stuff that was still relatable. You would still identify a weapon as a rifle or a shotgun or a submachine gun, even though they're almost magical.
It was really getting hard to add new weapons because balancing 40 weapons, you're going to feel like you have a weapon that is a clone of another. So the direction that we took is we added a new set of really, really powerful weapons that you don't really keep for a long time.
Yeah. The Forerunner Scattershot was probably the first one where we really nailed the design on it. Everybody loves the
it's like
shotgun.
The basic
make weapons that are fun, Bungie.
To shoot and fun to be shot.
Balanced, and then it's like make weapons that look cool.
Weapon skins. People love Magnum skins. People love AR skins because of the arena starts.
I don't mind it. It's just I don't love it. It kind of felt stupid. The skins and all that stuff. Like
we also have ways for them to paint different parts of the water parameters.
And then the engineer looks at it and goes, oh wow, I never thought you'd be doing something like that with my system. But that's so cool looking that I want to make a better system for you to do that.
It's pretty obvious to us when we start working on these maps that they have to be fun for the 100th and the 200th and the 1000th time.
We knew we wanted to expand the audience as far as we could, but still satisfy the core as much as possible.
That was an issue.
We had to break everything down
they alienated the core fans
and redefine that core loop.
Because they wanted other people to get in on it.
In the middle, but make it
Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Exactly.
We know like there are people that love Sprint and there are people that just feel like Sprint has
for me personally, Bungie had the right idea was making it a power-up instead of an actual thing. Because it just feels
every weapon now has a zoom in.
Too fast-paced. Like
it helps me with some
Call of Duty fast-paced.
Especially rapid-fire weapons in my case.
Looking down the iron sights, it's like, oh.
Which is very common. Two guys get into a fight. Is there a way to mix that up?
Say you start getting hit by a battle rifle from behind. Let's say you have a bubble shield, you drop it, all of a sudden,
my God.
You're completely shielded from this guy who's firing on you. Or you have a trip mine and you realize a warthog is barreling towards you. You deploy the trip mine at the last second.
Those were the moments that made Halo 3 so fucking awesome.
That just ran you over.
Especially back in the beta.
Competition,
competitive as possible.
Very competitive.
Really competitive.
Competitive.
Christ, competitive.
Oh, you're opening up a pack.
Oh God, I do not agree with the fucking packs.
Yes.
I do not agree with that at fucking all.
All of the wiring in the house runs into one room and into a pair of switches and then goes out again.
That's
Oh my God. What it comes down to is getting together with people, being able to yell at them, being able to like reflect.
Exactly. It's like Halo 5. They're like competitive. I like a Halo game where I can play with my friends and have fun with. Competitive was nice, but I want that community. That's why I did not like Halo 5, because it did not have split screen. That was such a fucking missing feature. That's like, what the fuck, guys? No LAN support either way as well, so it's not like you play offline.
People online and just press the button that said, I want to play, go find me some other people that want to play, and choose a game type.
Oh, Halo 2. Oh my fucking god.
To have that process happen in like 5 seconds.
Halo 2 Anniversary will contain the original Halo 2 multiplayer exactly as it shipped 10 years ago.
Oh, don't fucking remind me. When the Master Chief Collection initially released, this shit happened. They fucked up on the servers. It took so long to get into a fucking game.
Take the things that we love about the Halo scores that have come before and try to put that into it, but then also add in the things that really excite us, so we create something that's really honest.
As intimidating it is to follow Marty's scores.
There's always a point, like when I'm all by myself composing, and this just happened like within the last 24 hours, where I'm thinking, is this anything? Is this idea going to be interesting to anybody? You have these whole series of self-doubts. And then there comes a point where I get over the hump. Like I add some instrument or I play some melody and it's like, okay, that's what this was meant to be.
It's like Marty's like, I'm so unsure how to do this until I figure it out. And then they're like, well, follow in the shadow, but do something different. I'm like,
angry because he's just about the only individual who has that level
honestly,
of contribution to the
sound
team.
work,
I would never say that to.
The music composition is different from Marty's music composition of Halo games. Like when you think of Halo, Marty, you think of instantly like he made the Halo music, like so memorable.
Something for the fans.
And then, Halo 5, it just.
The little glowy. That's for the really hardcore, like German press corps.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Let's move. Take him out.
The Master Chief is called, but your passage is denied.
Epic worlds, epic battles. Epic scale.
This is the biggest and most ambitious Halo campaign yet. What you're about to see is a giant leap for Halo multiplayer, and it's playable here at E3.
Halo 5 has arrived.
After E3, instead of being able to jump into all of our levels and go right into it, we're still trying to figure out where we're going and what the quality bar is going to be.
That is so different, like...
Because right now, the game is not fun.
Like, Bungie cared so much about that fun factor of, is it still fun? Like, is it still fun? And 343 was, like, it seemed like they were like, okay, we got something going, let's just roll with it.
We design these things.
And Bungie's like, no, we are refining it. Make it fun.
And it really feels like we're making a sequel to Halo 3. And that's exactly what we're setting out to do.
If you somehow believe that what you're doing is the greatest thing ever all the time, it's absolutely not going to be the greatest thing ever.
That mindset is so fucking perfect. When you think that your game is always awesome, clearly you don't understand what's going on.
Sad, nothing intense.
I'm sitting here day in and day out working on the cinematics. And every scene that I make, there's this voice in the back of my head saying, what is keeping the player from skipping this? What's keeping the player from hitting a button and just going right to the end?
Ultimately, it's involving the player and making the player really feel that they're in this story.
We want to establish that this is something a little bit more important.
The story that we're trying to tell.
I couldn't even finish the Halo 5 campaign. That's fucking sad. As a fucking core Halo fan since Halo 1, and I played all the Halo games. That was fucking sad to me that I couldn't even fucking finish Halo 5 because I just lost interest. I'm like,
well, we had
how does that fucking happen?
Halo 2, where Master Chief said, I want to finish the fight.
Oh my god, I remember this! I was so fucking pissed when it ended on that fucking cliffhanger.
We want this to be the Return of the King. We want this to be the final chapter in
Halo 3 was the final chapter to me.
This is the end of our trilogy.
It was. Halo 3 to me would always be the end of
the story.
End of the Master Chief story. Oh man, they were really committed to like ending his story. Bungie did a damn good job with this.
This is going to be the end of the fight.
So it's so interesting that it's just you have two different mindsets literally on how Bungie and 343 Studios approached it. Bungie was so worried about, is the gameplay fun? What is keeping the player from like skipping cutscenes? What is keeping the player from like stopping, you know? Are they going to still be committed? Is there any emotion the player is going to feel? It's just so fucking different compared to 343. You can clearly see it's the night and the day cycle. You know, the Bungie is like the shining moment of what the Halo series achieved. Well, 343, no, they clearly went off the deep end. Halo 4 was like the bridge gap that split it, and then Halo 5 just went off. Like, personally to me, again, as a longtime Halo fan, the Halo series ended with Reach. You know, Master Chief's story ended with 3, and the Halo series ended with Reach. Reach was a damn good game. Halo 3 was a fucking phenomenal game. And it sucks being a Halo fan that I could not even get into Halo 5 that much. Halo 4, I did beat the campaign. I beat the campaign, and I thought it wasn't as good as it should have been. And Halo 5, I didn't even beat it, and the multiplayer just annoyed me because it felt like Call of Duty, which kind of felt awkward when when Call of Duty was pulling a Halo. It just feels so weird that it's just. It kind of sucks. It's saddening that me, a longtime Halo fan, I couldn't even finish a fucking campaign. Like, the multiplayer just, they were so into like competitive. Like, what made Halo great was just the fact that I can sit around with a group of my friends in a LAN, split screen, just to have fun. I just want to have fun with playing with other people. Like, competitive aside wise, it's just Bungie knew how to make it fun. And that's, I'm going to miss them. Like, Destiny, I think Destiny is a fun game. It's just, it's, like, when it first came out, yeah, it was lacking, but with all the DLC they've been adding to it, they definitely made it a bit more fun. And, you know, playing with friends is awesome. That's what I like. It's like, they were like playing with your friends, playing with your buddies, stuff. So, with that, I'm going to miss it. Like, unless 343 really does adopt. Like, the funny thing is, like, 343, some of the members from Bungie went to create that and take on all those bunch of people that have their own different input and stuff like that. They're like, oh, this is my interpretation of the Halo series. This is what I would like to see for it. And it's like, it sucks. It really does suck. So, either way, I'm going to end this video off there. Post down in the comment box what you thought of the video. Now, again, you know, it was like 33 minutes into it, so I'm going to post a link down with the full video. Well, post a link down so you can watch the whole thing. So, again, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. This is Geeky Panda here. I'm out. Stay geeky, my friends.